You guys remember how we start our little game, right? We got our little limericks to get our brains rolling. You don't need to put the answers down on the answer sheet today. Just shout them out. It's not part of the game. It's just for fun, just to get your brain rolling. Let's go ahead and start with our first limerick. Limerick 1. This creature, a pet that's quite small, in a shell it will hide when you call. Moves slow, not a race, with a house on its face. In gardens, it creeps and does crawl. Oh yeah, you got it, snail. Snail's the first one. Remember, don't write down the answers for these. They're just for fun, just to get your brain going. Limerick number 2. An artist who painted with light, starry nights and bright flowers in sight. His ear, quite a tale. His works now prevail in museums. They're hung up just right. It's Van Gogh. You knew that one. Limerick number 3. This game where kings and queens meet, pawns, rooks, and knights all compete. All squares, black and white, moves strategic and tight. To checkmate is quite right. It's chess. That's right. That's right. Limerick number 4. A young lady from Belfast did reign. At CMA Fest she gained fame. With a phrase quite bizarre, now she's a viral star. Guess her name, it's part of her game. Oh, close. No, not quite. Not quite. All right. She's newly famous for her viral sensation. It's Haley Welch, the hot Tula girl. Because I've just given you a little, getting you off your feet for a second there with that one. I thought maybe we were going overboard. You let me know if I went overboard with that one, all right? I think you guys are right. All right, guys, let's get started with our round 1. I think if you have been following us on Instagram, round 1 is going to be about blockbusters. Summer blockbuster. It's summertime, so we're doing summer blockbuster. Which I don't even know if all of these were released in the summer, but anyway, let's get started with question number 1. So this is question 1 of round 1. We gave the others a few extra minutes to get here, and they didn't come, so we're going to start without them. Question number 1, and here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a little bit of a little script from the movie, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the movie, and then I'm going to ask you a question about the movie, basically. So that's what we're going to do with this round. It's about blockbusters. So question 1, your the line was, "I'm king of the world." All right, so we'll make this one easy. In what year did actor Leonardo DiCaprio shout this iconic line of the blockbuster Titanic, directed by James Cameron? What year? The question is, what year was that film released? The iconic blockbuster Titanic, King of the World. Do you think we got that one right? Do we know what year that was happening? Well, I don't want to say it out loud. Just write it down on your answer sheet, and if you think you got it, well, you'll find out later. Well, actually, please don't Google the answers, obviously, until you turn in your answer sheet, but you don't have to Google them because we will give you the answers when we come back, and we'll let you know what position you're in at that point as well. That was question 1. Let's move on to question 2. Question 2, I feel the need for speed. That's the line from which 1986 movie features the line, said by Tom Cruise. That's the line. I feel the need for speed, which 1986 movie features this line, said by Tom Cruise. I feel the need for speed. There's a little debating going on around the room here, it sounds like. I don't know if that one was too easy or maybe it was hard for someone. That one we got? All right, let's move on to question number 3 on our blockbuster round 1. The line is, just keep swimming. But listen, was the famous line in Finding Nemo, which was delivered by the voice actors in 2003, so again, the question on this one, was the famous line in Finding Nemo delivered by which voice actress in 2003 animated film directed by Andrew Stanton? So we're looking for the name of the voice actress that delivered that line, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Who was the voice actress that gave us that famous quote? If you think you know it, write it down, and we'll just keep on swimming to question number 4. Question 4, this is Sparta. In which 2006 epic historical action film directed by Zack Snyder does Gerard Butler deliver this powerful line? This is Sparta. Which 2006 epic historical action film directed by Zack Snyder does Gerard Butler deliver this powerful line? This is Sparta. You know it or you don't, you know. It's one of those things. Sparta. Moving on. Hasta la vista, baby. Hasta la vista, baby was the first uttered by former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger in this 1991 blockbuster film directed by James Cameron. And I do want to add that you will need to get the correct film. You will need to get the correct film to get this one right, not just part of the answer. I see a car that just pulled up. I wonder if it's one of our teams. I don't know. Let's give them 1 second and see if they, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I recognize. No. All right, let's move on. Question number 6. I see dead people. That's your line. Haley Joel Osment said this line in which 1999 film directed by M. Night? Yeah, I left that off because I didn't want to mess it up. Yes. M. Night. That's what we'll go with. Shama. I don't want to mess it up. Man, would you like to play some trivia with us tonight? You're welcome to join. Maybe. Okay. Well, if you are interested, you can grab an answer sheet and feel free to go ahead and make your order. We are halfway through the first round, but we'll try to get you caught up. All right. I see dead people. That was the line from Haley Joel Osment, in which 1999 film directed by M. Night. Moving on, question number 7. You shall not pass, or was it thou shalt not pass? Did I get that one wrong? You shall not pass. Sir Ian McKellen delivered this iconic line in the 2001 fantasy film Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings, which was directed by who? Oh, you thought it was going to be easy, didn't you? Who directed Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings? Looking for the name of the director. You shall not pass. Sir Ian McKellen delivered this iconic line in the 2001 fantasy film Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings, which was directed by who? That's question number 7. Question number 8. Why so serious? Why so serious? That's your line. From which 2008 film does actor Heath Ledger deliver this line as a chilling portrayal of a comic book villain? The question again, from which 2008 film does actor Heath Ledger deliver this line as a chilling portrayal of a comic book villain? Why so serious? That's question number 8. We'll give you a moment before we move on. That's 8 of 10 of our first round. How do we feel about this round so far? Are we doing good over there? Okay. How are we doing up here, ladies? We're not sure, right? Just taking your best guess and we'll see where it lands, right? That was question number 8. Moving on. Question number 9. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. In 1994, Tom Hanks gave us his classic line in Forrest Gump, which was directed by who? You thought you knew everything about that movie, but do you know who the director was? Who directed Forrest Gump? 1994 film. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. If you know who directed Forrest Gump, write it down. Moving on, question number 10. To infinity and beyond. Or should I say, to infinity and beyond? I don't know. The famous line by Buzz Lightyear in the 1995 film Toy Story was delivered by which famous tool man? Looking for the name of the voice actor. Buzz Lightyear in the original 1995 film Toy Story. Now I know that there may be a change in a more recent film, but we're looking for the original voice of Buzz Lightyear. That's everything. Does anybody need anything repeated from round one? Everybody's doing good. So if you don't need anything repeated, take this time, look over your answers, bring up your answer sheets when you're ready. We'll get those all scored up.
Good round.
It was a good round? Oh, good. I'm glad
So
you liked that one.
him, and then you grab the second one.
Alrighty, guys. We're ready for the answers to round one. Let's go ahead and give you those answers now if you haven't Googled them already. Round one, blockbuster question one. I'm King of the World. That line was delivered by Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic, directed by James Cameron in 1997. 1997. Question two, I feel the need for speed. Which 1986 movie features this line said by Tom Cruise? That was Top Gun. Top Gun. Just Keep Swimming was the famous line. And Finding Nemo delivered by which voice actress in 2003 animated film directed by Andrew Stanton? Ellen DeGeneres. Did you get that one right? It's Ellen DeGeneres. This is Sparta, in which 2006 epic historical action film directed by Zack Snyder does Gerard Butler deliver this powerful line? The answer, 300. Did you get that one right? 300. Question five, Hasta la vista, baby was first uttered by former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger in this 1991 blockbuster film directed by James Cameron. That was Terminator 2 Judgment Day. All right. So, I don't know if maybe I didn't make it clear. Nobody got that one right. So, if you did say Terminator, we gave it to you. Originally, you were supposed to say the whole Terminator 2 Judgment Day, but no one got that one, so we're going to give you that point anyway, if you said Terminator. Now, some of the other answers that we got, probably not going to work, but Beverly Hills Chihuahua was not the correct answer. I See Dead People, Haley Joel Osment said this line in which 1999 film directed by M. Night? The Sixth Sense. That was The Sixth Sense. Now, I know that line was spoken many times in other movies as, recurring laugh, but the original 1990 film directed by M. Night, The Sixth Sense. Question number 7, You Shall Not Pass. Sir Ian McKellen delivered this iconic line in the 2001 fantasy film Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings. Who was it directed by? That was Peter Jackson. Peter Jackson. Question number 8, Why So Serious? From which 2008 film does actor Heath Ledger deliver this line as a chilling portrayal of a comic book villain? The Dark Knight. Question number 9, Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. In 1994, Tom Hanks gave us this classic line in Forrest Gump, which was directed by who? Contrary to popular belief, Tom did not direct it. I think he may have been an executive producer on that one, but the correct answer was Robert Zemeckis. Robert Zemeckis, who gave us wonderful films like Back to the Future. To Infinity and Beyond, the famous line, Buzz Lightyear, in 1995 Toy Story film was delivered by which famous tool man? Well, it's Tim Allen. And he's a tool man because he was Tim Taylor, the tool, Tim Taylor, tool man, Tim Taylor. That was an old, you may not remember. All right, does everybody have their answer sheet for the next round, round number 2? Oh, before we start, in 5th place with 2 points, we've got Mount St. Helen. I think it was the eruption of something, and I couldn't, just Mount St. Helen is your team name. You've got 2 points here in 5th place. Tied for 4th place, we've got Air Good Tars and Boiled Frog with 3 points each. Ivan coming in at 3rd place with 5 points. Yosemite, you're in 2nd place with 6 points. That means Briefer Books, you're winning so far. You got 7 points in 1st place. All right, we know they're smart. All right, let's go on. Let's get moving on round number 2. Does everybody have your answer sheet for round 2? Is everybody ready? All right, inventions and discoveries is the round. All right, I know you're gonna like this one. Let's see what you know. Let's see what you can do. Round number 2. First question, in 1973, Martin Cooper made the first call from the first handheld cellular mobile phone in Manhattan. Which company did he work for at that time? 1973, Martin Cooper made the first call from the first handheld cellular mobile phone in Manhattan. Actually, I don't know if it was Manhattan or New York. Maybe it was Manhattan. It was in New York, though, either way. Which company did he work for at the time? And I'm going to give you a little funny quip about that. He actually called his biggest competitor at the time. They were competing companies. So anyway, which company did Martin work for is the question. If you don't know, just think about what could it have possibly been and jot down an answer, and that'll be all right. You may not get it right, but we're just here for fun. Moving on, question number 2. In 1945, Dr. Percy Spencer discovered that microwaves could cook food, leading to the creation of the microwave oven. Not on the board up there, but we're actually looking for what food he accidentally cooked and discovered could be cooked using microwaves. So, although it's not on the board up there, we're looking for the food that he could discover. Let's just say it's still popular to this day. Let's just say that. I don't have a multiple choice prepared. I'll just say that he wasn't melting chocolate. So that's not going to help you. That's not going to help you. I'm sorry. So the question again, not on the board up there, but what food did he discover with the microwave, with the invention of that microwave? Still popular today, guys. The answer. Still a popular microwave food item today. What do you think? Just write something down. What have you heated up in the microwave lately? Write that down if you don't know the correct answer. Let's move on. Question number 3. What invention, crucial to understanding the universe, did Galileo construct, which he would later demo in Venice? What invention, crucial to understanding the universe, did Galileo construct, which he would later demo in Venice, Italy? What's Galileo known for, guys? If you're not sure about the answer, you can probably figure it out with a little thought. It's not too hard. No trick question here, or at least not this time. What do you guys think? What invention, crucial to understanding the universe, did Galileo construct, which he would later demo in Venice, Italy? Question number 4 of round 2. In the early 1900s, on a snowy day in New York, Mary Anderson first conceived of an item essential for car safety. What is this item? In the early 1900s, on a snowy day in New York, Mary Anderson first conceived of an item essential for car safety, still used today. What do you think that item would be? What do you think? Do you know the answer on this one? I see the debating going on over there and a few tables. I see some thought process. Just remember, no Googling until you've handed in your answer sheet. That's all we ask. I don't think anyone would do that here. We just want to keep everyone honest. I don't care if you have your phones out. We just want to make sure that everyone's playing fair. That's all. Moving on. Oh, actually, I'll repeat it one more time. In the early 1900s, on a snowy day in New York, Mary Anderson first conceived an item essential for car safety. What is that item? Moving on. Question number 5. This popular board game, originally called the Landlord's Game, was invented by Elizabeth Magie as a critique of land ownership. What is this popular game known as today? Let me repeat that for you. We're looking for the name of that board game. The popular board game, originally called the Landlord's Game, invented by Elizabeth Magie as a critique of land ownership. What is this popular game known as today? That's question number 5. Question number 5 of round 2. That means we're halfway through tonight's game. That's already halfway over. Can you believe it? We've come this far and we're halfway done already. Anybody need to get a wine or coffee or anything like that real quick? So we're halfway through our game. All right, it's quiet out there, so we're going to move on. We're going to move on to question number 6, right into the second half of the game. In 1895, Wilhelm Röntgen invented a breakthrough medical process still used to this day, which involves electromagnetic radiation, helping doctors to diagnose and treat many medical conditions. What was that invention? In 1895, Wilhelm Röntgen invented a breakthrough medical process still used to this day, which involves electromagnetic radiation, helping doctors to diagnose and treat many medical conditions. You could probably narrow it down to a couple of things. Hopefully you'll get it right. The girls up here, if they could think of like 3 different things, one of them will get it right because I think they write down 3 different answers to make sure somebody gets the right answer, which is a good strategy. I like it. What do you think? Do we know the answer to the first question of the second half of the second round again this game, July 10th, 2024? Moving on, question number 7 of round 2. The scientist invented dynamite in the year 1867, but despite inventing the explosives, he later established prizes for achievements in science literature and, oddly, peace. Who was this Peace Prize creator? I am looking for the full name, but supposedly if no one gets the full name, maybe we'll readjust our requirements. But let me repeat the question. This scientist invented dynamite in the year 1867, but despite inventing the explosives, he later established prizes for achievements in science, literature, and oddly peace. Who was this Peace Prize creator? We're looking for the name of the inventor of dynamite. Dynamite. Throwback to a few weeks ago, if you guys were here. Dynamite. The girls up here are like, what is he talking about? This guy's weird. Question number 8. Colleagues Charles Cow and George Hockham developed this revolutionary technology in telecommunication using glass as a medium to transmit data at high speeds and over long distances. Is it data or data, guys? Tomato, tomato, yeah, I agree. Data, data. Colleagues Charles Cow and George Hockham developed this revolutionary technology in telecommunication using glass as a medium to transmit data at high speeds and over long distances. I'm looking for the name of this invention, the name of this technology. I think there's just too much in there. I think there's too much in the question to give any. That's a Jeopardy question. We're trying to make them hard for you guys. So, colleagues Charles Cow and George Hockham developed this revolutionary technology in telecommunication using glass. Using glass. Glass is just too much, I think, for any kind of multiple choice on this one. I don't think I prepared any multiple choice on any of tonight's questions. Maybe we'll bring that back next week. What do you guys think? I think glass is the best hint I can give you on that one. It's one of those things, I want to tell you the answer later, or if you Google it, you're going to be like, oh no, how did I not know this? It's not a hard one, I'll tell you. It might seem like it. It's not. Question number 9. This coal-powered invention, crucial to the Industrial Revolution, was improved significantly, though not invented, by Scottish inventor James Watt in the late 18th century. What is it? Coal-powered invention, crucial to the Industrial Revolution, was improved significantly, although not invented, by Scottish inventor James Watt in the late 18th century. What is it? Now that, I think, is a Jeopardy question, or maybe a Trivial Pursuit question. I don't know. One more question in round 2, and then go whip out those phones and start Googling those answers. Yeah, you guys will wait. What's that? You don't remember the questions? There's always one that you're like, wait, I know this one, and then you just can't wait to Google it. Because when I was playing, I know I had to do it. I couldn't wait. Just really impatient. I've learned patience over the years. That's what happens when you get married. Just ask my wife. She knows. She's very patient. Question number 10. This device was created by Ralph H. Baer and released in 1972. It became the first successful commercial product to allow users to play video games on a television set. Ooh, boy. What do you think? What do you think, guys? This device was created by Ralph H. Baer and released in 1972. It became the first successful commercial product to allow users to play video games on a television set. I think there was 2 words. One of the words is, let me give you a hint. Okay, one of the words is the name of the company that made it. The second word is actually a word that revolves around stories. Some ancient stories. I know it's not what you're thinking. I know. But were you around in 1972? Let me tell you. I'll give you a little. I don't know if this is going to help you. It's probably not going to help you. But it was really simple. It just put some white light on your screen, which I guess the TVs were black and white anyway. And you put a little plastic sheet over the TV to kind of give you some depth and realism, and give you a little graphics to it, and you could play all kinds of little games, which I guess at the time was revolutionary. We wouldn't play them today. We might watch them in a museum or something. But anyway, that was question number 10, guys. Do you need anything repeated from round 2? You need the answers. Wait in the red flag. You got it. Well, guys, when you're ready, bring up your answer sheets. We'll get them scored up. And feel free to take this time. I think Julie's still open until 8 p.m., I believe.
She needs number 9.
Number 9, this coal-powered invention, crucial to the Industrial Revolution, was improved significantly, though not invented, by Scottish inventor James Watt in the late 18th century? What is it? Thank you. Have a good night. Coal-powered invention, crucial to the Industrial Revolution. Oh, thank you. Let's bring up those answer sheets when you're ready. I'm going to start getting those scored up. And remember, you got a few more minutes, I think, before Julie closes up the bar. Get your wine. I don't know if you're closed yet or not, Julie, but yeah. All right, you curious cats. We are back. We're ready to give you the answers on round number 2. I know you're dying to hear them. So question number 1, in 1973, Martin Cooper made the first call from the first handheld cellular mobile phone in Manhattan. Which company did he work for at the time? Motorola. But there were some good guesses. In 1945, Dr. Percy Spencer discovered that microwaves could cook food, leading to the creation of the microwave oven. What food did he discover could be cooked by microwaves? Popcorn. Still cooking that popcorn today at home in my house. Question number 3, what invention crucial to understanding the universe did Galileo construct, which he would later demo in Venice, Italy? That was the telescope. Question number 4, in the early 1900s, on a snowy day in New York, Mary Anderson first conceived of an item essential for car safety. That was the windshield wiper. Yeah, she developed that giant one on the Cybertruck, the big, huge wiper. So, anyway. Seatbelts was the second most common answer, and that was a good one, but the correct answer, windshield wiper. Question number 5. If you said wipers, we gave it to you. You didn't have to put the whole. If I knew what you were going for, we gave it to you. Question number 5. This popular board game, originally called the Landlord's Game, was invented by Elizabeth Maggie as a critique of land ownership. That is Monopoly. Of course. Number 6. In 1895, Wilhelm Röntgen invented a breakthrough medical process still used to this day, which involves electromagnetic radiation, helping doctors to diagnose and treat many medical conditions. It was the X-ray. Number 7, this scientist invented dynamite in the year 1867, but despite inventing the explosives, she later established prizes for achievements in science, literature, and oddly peace. Who was this prize creator? It was Alfred Nobel. All right, so here's the deal. Originally I said we needed the full name, Alfred Nobel, to win, but nobody put the full name, so if you said Nobel anywhere in your answer, you got that point. Alfred. It's right there on the screen. Question number 8. Colleagues Charles Cowell and George Hockham developed this revolutionary technology in telecommunication using glass as a medium. Guys, fiber optics. Glass was, I thought, too much of a hint there in the question. Question number 9, the coal-powered invention crucial to the Industrial Revolution was improved scientifically, though not invented by Scottish inventor James Watt in the late 18th century. What is it? It was the steam engine. Now, there were some answers out there that had both the word steam and engine in different orders, but if you gave me steam engine in some fashion, you got the point on that one, too. Question number 10, this device was created by Ralph H. Baer and released in 1972. It became the first successful commercial product to allow users to play video games on a television set. Guys, somebody got this right. I was going to, give a point to everyone. It was the Magnavox Odyssey. The Magnavox Odyssey? What? That's ridiculous. You know who said it? Oh, he'll let you know. Who said it. He's very the Magnavox Odyssey. That one might be worth 2 points. I don't know. Okay. Are we ready? Does everyone have their answer sheet ready for round number 3? Round number 3 is a collection of questions, fun facts, folklore, all kinds of weird stuff. So it's not a general knowledge round. It's the furthest thing from a general knowledge round. But it's about all kinds of things, fun facts, weird stuff, whatever. So I hope you enjoy the final round, round 3. By the way, Julie's still open for 1 minute. She says, what? No. The bar is closed, so enjoy round 3, folks. Take care of your bartenders and your waitresses and your one and only barista tonight, guys. She's doing a great job. Here we go. Round number 3, question 1.
Wait. You didn't say who was in what place.
Oh, good. All right. Did we not go over that part? Okay.
No.
All right. You did pretty good, guys. You did pretty good. And let's see, in round 2, brief for books, you got 6 points. Yosemite, you picked up 9 points. Air guitars, you picked up 5 points. Bullfrog, 4 points. Mount St. Helen, 3 points. Ivan, you got 4 points. Chili's, you got 6 points. Which means in 7th place, Mount St. Helen, you got 5. In 6th place, Chili's, you got 6 points. You came in this round and you didn't have the opportunity to play first round, so that's a great job. In 5th place with 7 points, we got Bullfrog. In 4th place with 8 points, we got Air Guitar. In 3rd place with 9 points, we got Ivan. In 2nd place with 13 points, we got Bree for Books. That means Yosemite is in 1st place with 15 points. Good job, Yosemite. All right. Moving on to round 3. Round 3, question 1. Here it is. Fun facts, legends, and myths. According to local lore, which Florida city is home to the original Fountain of Youth that Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon sought? That's question number 1. I hope you have fun with this round. It is a fun round. Question 1. According to local lore, which Florida city is home to the original Fountain of Youth that Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon sought? That's question number 1. We're looking for the city. A Florida city. That narrows it down. Where is the Fountain of Youth? Have you been to the Fountain of Youth? Yes. All right, well, you're going to get that one right then, I hope. She snuck in. She stood outside. I think there's a little ice cream shop right across the street. That's where she was. That was question number 1. Moving on, question number 2, round 3. True or false? Goldfish might get a bad reputation for being boring pets, but they're more clued up than we realize. That's why in Switzerland, a law was passed to prevent owning just one of certain types of creatures like goldfish, guinea pigs, and other social animals. True or false? So the question again, in Switzerland, a law was passed to prevent owning just one of certain types of creatures like goldfish, guinea pigs, and other social animals. Is that question true or false? Was there a law passed to prevent you from owning just one of social animals? It's 50-50, right? That's right. Yep, you do. And anytime there's a year involved, there's multiple choice as well. About 9,999 options there to choose from. All right. That was question 2. Moving on, question number 3. What U.S. state has a law on the books that makes it illegal to sing in public while wearing a swimsuit? What state? It is. There's 50 multiple choice options to choose from. Which area of the United States? Hold on. Does anybody think they know the answer without any kind of hint? Okay. We will give you, all right, we'll go ahead with Bree's suggestion. We'll tell you that it is an East Coast state. Oh, that's all I can give you.
Is it one of the 13 colonies?
What letter did this start with?
What U.S. state on the East Coast has a law in the books that makes it illegal to sing in public while wearing a swimsuit? I hope that this one isn't enforced, because I was thinking about, for next week. No, we'll pass. We'll pass on that. I don't know, if I sing in my swimsuit, will that bring more people in? Or would it scare you away? What U.S. state has a law in the books that makes it illegal to sing in public while wearing a swimsuit? It is east of the Mississippi. Mississippi is north and south, right? I don't even know. Fun facts, legends, and myths. Question number 4. What annual Florida festival is inspired by the legend of an 18th century pirate and includes a mock pirate invasion? What annual Florida festival is inspired by the legend of an 18th century pirate and includes a mock pirate invasion? Do you know? Have you been there?
Yes.
Oh gosh, look at that. Breed for Books already has the right answer on this one for sure. They've been to this Florida festival. Moving on, question number 5. Key West is home to a famous cursed doll, which was the inspiration for a certain horror film about a doll. What film did Robert the Doll inspire? The question is, what film did Robert the Doll inspire? Robert the Doll is the cursed doll. Key West is home to a famous cursed doll, which was the inspiration for a certain horror film about a doll. What film did Robert the Doll inspire? How many doll horror films are there out there? I can't give you a year. Actually, I don't even know if it would give it away. Truth being told, I don't have that information in front of me. I would give it to you if I had it in front of me. Sorry. Just take a guess. Robert the Doll. Key West. Cursed dolls. Key West deserves its own round. Maybe we'll do that. Key West got a lot of interesting things. Hemingway House, Jimmy Buffett. There are a few doll horror movies. Look, that's your multiple choice. Let's move on to question number 6. Another true or false. In Milan, Italy, it's legally required to smile at all times in public, unless at a funeral or hospital. Is that true or false? True or false? In Milan, Italy, it's legally required to smile at all times in public, unless at a funeral or hospital. You still have to smile. You still have to smile, unless it's in a hospital or a funeral. It could be let's say the cursed doll jumps out of the funeral, and he's down in the box, and then he jumps out. You don't have to smile because you're at the funeral. But is it really a funeral if the doll comes back to life at the funeral? It's not a funeral anymore. Yeah. And you'll be at the hospital soon. People are getting scared of the cursed dolls out here, I think. Right behind Bree's mom is a picture of the cursed doll. Right behind Bree's mom is a picture of Robert the dog. That's Robert the dog, not the doll. Kidding, guys. It's a cutie. Moving on, guys. Question number 7. While most households around the world take pains in making the Christmas Eve meal fast food free, an estimated 3.6 million families will partake of fried chicken from KFC, and what has become the typical holiday tradition in what country? Oh, man. Oh, man. The multiple choice is the list of countries. The list of countries, multiple choice. While most households around the world take pains in making the Christmas Eve meal fast food free, an estimated 3.6 million families will partake in fried chicken from KFC in what has become the typical holiday tradition in what country? I tell you what, if you don't have the slightest clue, think of the country that you wouldn't even think of. Because if you don't know this answer, when you hear it, you're gonna be like, what? So think of like the probably the country that you would least expect on this one. Just what would you least expect? That's my only. Bria is always fishing for those hints. You know, and the thing is, they always win. Just have some confidence. Take a guess. Someone's gonna get it right. I feel like someone's gonna get this one right. This is your hard one. There's always a hard one in every round. This is your hard one. Question number 8. Maybe this one's hard too. Although the smallest bone in the human body, the stapes, is quite important. In fact, each of you are using it right now. Tell me, where is this bone located? I think that was a little poorly worded. We're looking for the location of the bone called the stapes. It's a very important bone. It is the smallest bone in the human body. And we're looking for the location of that bone on your body. That's what we're trying to do. I think the wording here of the question was a little bit off, but tell me where the stapes are located. It's something that you're using right now as I speak these words. Every single one of you. Guaranteed. Although, I'm gonna try reading it at. Although the smallest bone in the human body, the stapes, is quite important. In fact, each of you are using it right now. Tell me, where is this bone located? Although the smallest bone in the human body, comma, the stapes, comma, it is quite important.
So the bone is called
The stapes. S-T-A-P-E-S. What do you think? Do you have any idea? Just take a guess. You're all using that bone right now as I speak these words. Moving on, question number 9, the penultimate question of the night for round 3. Recently surpassing China as the most populated country on earth is what nation? Recently surpassing China as the most populated country on earth is what nation? I know you guys are going to get this one right. There was a version of this question a few weeks back. It wasn't exactly the same question, though, I promise. Recently surpassing China as the most populated country on earth is what nation? Moving on to the final question of the night. Question number 10. A question that is, I believe, a very good question to ask about trivial questions. Our final trivial question of the night, a trivial question about trivial questions. What country was the game Trivial Pursuit created in? That's your question. That's your final question tonight. What country was the game Trivial Pursuit created in? Our final trivial question of the night about trivial questions. Very fitting. Do you know what country Trivial Pursuit was created in? Does anybody need anything repeated from round 3? No? All right. Well, I'm going to give you some music. You can bring up those answer sheets when you are done. Thank you. And we will get those prizes handed out as soon as possible.
I put my name.
There you go. All right. Perfect timing. Are we ready for those answers, guys? We're ready for the answers to round 3 so we can give away those prizes and get on with the rest of our week and our lives. All right, let's get through these. Question 1, according to local lore, which Florida city is home to the original Fountain of Youth? That's St. Augustine. It's the Fountain of Youth Archaeological Park in St. Augustine. And like I said, there's a delicious ice cream shop across the street if you don't want to go inside. Question number 2, true or false, goldfish might get a bad reputation for being boring pets, but they're more clued up than we realize. That's why in Switzerland, a law was passed to prevent owning just one of certain types of creatures like goldfish, guinea pigs, and other social animals. That is true. That is true. Question number 3, what U.S. state has a law in the books that makes it illegal to sing in public while wearing a swimsuit? You're here right now in Florida. Question number 4. What annual Florida festival is inspired by the legend of the 18th century pirate? Includes a pirate invasion, Gasparilla, Pirate Festival in Tampa. Question number 5. Key West is home to a famous cursed doll, which is inspiration for a certain horror film about a doll. What film did Robert the Doll inspire? It was Chucky. Question number 6. True or false? In Milan, Italy, it's legally required to smile at all times in public, unless at a funeral or hospital. That's true. It's true. I don't know. Can you imagine getting locked up? What are you in for? I was having a bad day. I wasn't smiling. I'll let them know. All right, question. Oh, hang on 1 second. Question number 7. While most households around the world take pains in making the Christmas Eve meal fast food free, an estimated 3.6 million families will partake in fried chicken from KFC in what has become a typical holiday tradition in what country? Some of you got it right. It's Japan. Japan. They like that fried chicken. Although the smallest bone in the human body, the stape's quite important. In fact, each of you is using it right now as I speak these words because it's in your ear. Got it right. So number 9, recently surpassing China as the most populated country on earth is India. India. Somebody said United States. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Question number 10. Guys, I want to know the Trivial Pursuit question. A lot of people gave the same answer. Is there something I don't know? The correct answer is Canada. But a lot of you said the UK and England. Just out of curiosity, is there something I don't know, or was that just a guess that everybody was taking? All right. Canada was the correct answer. So here's where we're at after round 3. That's right. Give us the drum roll, please. In 5th place with 11 points total is Mount St. Helens. There's a 3-way tie for 4th place, so we won't have to do a tiebreaker because there's no prizes, but 3-way tie for 4th place with 12 points. That was Boiled Frog, Ivan, and Chili's. Chili's, come back next week at 7 o'clock. I bet you'll be in the running for one of those top prizes. All right, in 3rd place with 14 points, it's Air Guitars. Air Guitars. You're going to see Julie for your prize. She's going to give you some kind of voucher for a free latte. I think that's going to be the third prize tonight. Let me know if I'm wrong, Julie, but see Julie. She'll help you out and get you set up with that. In 2nd place, Julie has another prize. I believe it's a movie ticket or a movie voucher for 2nd place. With 18 points, that's Bree for Books. Bree for Books. If all of you go out, it's like getting 25% off. If you go to the movies together. And that leaves Yosemite. You're the 1st place winner with 21 points tonight. Yosemite, I've got your prize right here, a $20 gift card to Arome Art Cafe, which you can use tomorrow morning whenever they open, because I won't be here. But come and get your prize, Yosemite, 1st place, $20 voucher for coffee, snacks, whatever it is you want to get. All right, guys, that will do it for tonight. Thank you so much for playing. I hope everyone comes back next Wednesday at 7 p.m. so that we can play another round of trivia. Keep your eyes peeled on the Instagram page, because as some of you may know, when the notice goes out that we're having trivia, I will go in and give you some kind of hint as to what we might be playing, or at least one of the rounds, or just some kind of idea what the theme might be. Now, you may not get a free answer out of it, but hey, maybe you can brush up on that theme a little bit, because I posted about, blockbuster films, if you saw that. Anyway, guys, thanks so much again for coming out. Look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a great evening, everyone.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Did I cross off Chucky?
on my
Did you
last-
cross it off?
Yeah,
Um,
I'm sorry. I just